So far we understood what is Hugging Face and how to use different models that are available inside Hugging Face and how to create an account and then how to get the access token. And we also saw sentence summarization, that is how to summarize a text by using the model from Hugging Face. And also we understood image understanding, that is we provided an image to the model and then we asked different questions to the model and the model was able to understand the image and answer the questions about that image, right? And then now let's see how to build the sentence translation pipeline using transformers library, right? That is, we will provide a sentence to the model and then the model will translate the sentence to different languages. Okay, so let's go to VS Code and let's see how we can build the sentence translation pipeline using transformers library. So let's go to Hugging Face demo, file, new file, Python file, and let's save this as sentence translation and click save. So like we did before, in case if you haven't installed already, make sure you install this transformer package. And once you install the required packages, the first thing is let's try to use the code that will suppress the warning messages. Inside the transformers utils, we are trying to import the logging and then we are trying to set the error level here. So that will suppress the warning messages. Now let's try to build the translation pipeline using transformers library. So first thing is let's try to import the pipeline from transformers. So this is the function from transformers, right? So we also have to import torch. So here you can see the description. The torch package contains data structures for multidimensional tensors and defines mathematical operations over these tensors. And then let's try to define the model that we will be using. By using this pipeline function, here we are defining the task as the translation and the model is Facebook model. This is the model that we are using and the torch data we are setting to float, right? So that is how we define the translator. So here what we are doing, we are trying to load this model, that is NLLB, that is no language left behind. And if you want to learn more about this model, this is the model description, right? So you can go to Hugging Face and go to that model. So here you can see the model card and this will explain you the complete description of this model, right? And you can click on files and versions. This will take you to the code in case if you want to explore more, right? So let's try to define the input text which we want to translate. My puppy is adorable. Your kitten is cute. Her panda is friendly. His llama is thoughtful. We all have nice pets, right? So this is the text that we want to translate to different language. Okay. Now let's try to translate this English text to Spanish. Here we are giving the source language as English and the target language as Spanish, right? And we are passing that to the translator, whatever the input text and then the source language and the target language. And then now let's try to print this translated output. So let's save this code and run the code and see if this is working. So you can see the translated text is, this is the Spanish text. Whatever the text that we have given in English, it is able to convert to Spanish, right? And in case if you want to translate to different languages, so they have provided the documentation here. You can see the readme file and these are the different languages, right? What is the language and what is the code that we have to use, right? We have seen Spanish, right? So for Spanish, SPA_LATN. And similarly, depending on your requirement, you can try to convert English to different languages, right? So there are tons of languages supported by this model, right? So depending on your requirement, you try to change this target language, right? So what we did here, the first thing is we install the required package and then here we are just trying to suppress the warning messages. And then we imported pipeline from transformers and also torch. And the next thing is we created the translator by using this pipeline. The task is translation and this is the model that we are using. And the torch type is float. And this is our input text. This is the text that we want to convert to Spanish. So we are using the translator and we are passing the input text, source language and the target language. And then the model is able to convert this English text to Spanish, right? And in case if you have to change to different language, you can change this target language and see if you are able to convert this text to different languages, right? Whenever you use any model, the problem is it uses the memory, right? So try releasing the memory so you can load other models, right? In order to have enough free memory, let's try to import the garbage collector, and then let's try to delete this translator, and then let's call the function from garbage collector, right? So this will run the garbage collector and it will free up the memory. So that way you will get free memory and you can run remaining models. So this is how you can clear the memory. All right. Thank you.